Hey guys, this is Connor with Conquest HP, and this is the third video in my Essentials of Fat Loss and Weight Loss series. If you haven't seen the other two videos yet, go and check those out. The first one, I talk a lot about those basic essential rules that have to happen, that have to be taken care of in every fat loss approach. And the second video, I talk about how diet can feed into that and how different types of diets can work. They're all working the same way in the end, but maybe you have a preference toward one or the other. So go check those out first. This video is about physical activity, which is immensely important and definitely deserves its own category. Physical activity is the movement you kind of incidentally incur throughout the day. So it's not directed exercise, it's not your gym time. It is just the movement that you get just by being alive and living your life. And in some people, this makes up next to 0 calories burned. And in other people, this makes up an outlandish number. It's a massive number. So it can be very important. I pull you back to that idea from the first video. Fat loss and weight loss come from manipulating the calorie equation. We need to burn more calories than we consume. We burn through exercise, through physical activity, a little through digestion, and just basic life-sustaining processes that our body handles for us. We consume calories through diet. So those two have to balance out. So if we can find a way to burn more calories through the day just by moving a little bit more, we immediately adjust one side of the equation, and it can lead to fat loss, it can accelerate fat loss, and maybe more importantly, it leads to a healthy lifestyle. So the time you spend in the gym doesn't really count as physical activity. And there's a good reason for that. Gym time, exercise time is directed activity. It's there for a specific goal, specific reason. You're trying to do a specific thing with it, even if that is just burning calories. We need to separate these two because there is a limited amount of effort you can put into exercise. If you're really trying to burn as many calories as you can over the course of, say, an hour in the gym, it's exhausting work. It's hard work. You can't keep that up for 5, 6, 7 hours a day. There's no way you can do that. But you can be a little bit more active all the time throughout your day. So they are very different pursuits. So what I'm talking about is having a more active lifestyle. And you might not like to hear that. You might click away from this right away. You might want me to say, here's a hack, here's a biohack that you can do, or here, eat coconut oil, and it's going to mean you don't have to move. I'm not going to say that though. I think that's totally unethical. And I do think that you'll be a lot better off if you embrace this idea that the more you move, the healthier your lifestyle is going to be, the better you're going to feel, because it's absolutely the truth. And these don't need to be big efforts. They're not supposed to be big efforts. What we're looking for here is a lot of small things to kind of contribute to calorie burn over the day. A lot of things that on their own are kind of trivial, but when you add them up, they can add up to quite a lot. So little things like the things that have been said forever, like parking a little bit further in the parking lot from your destination, so you have to walk a little bit more, taking the stairs instead of the escalator or the elevator, basic ideas like that. Finding ways to work more movement into your day, like going for a morning or an evening walk, or spending half of your lunchtime at work walking instead of just sitting at your desk or in the lunchroom. Little things like that. These do not have to be massive efforts. We are just looking to kind of curb the overall lifestyle. And when you are, some of the biggest times to leverage in this way are the times when you're less active. So if you can look at your life and you see, well, I'm sitting 8 hours a day at least at work, or I'm not moving at all, you have tremendous potential there to change. I'm not saying that you've got to do Zumba while you're trying to do your desk work. That's probably not practical. But we can probably find something else that can burn a little more calories than sitting completely stationary. For example, something as simple as just fidgeting a little more rather, and changing positions while you sit. This has been studied, and the research has showed that people that we think can just get away with eating whatever they want naturally move a little bit more while they're sitting. They fidget more, they change positions more, that kind of thing. And again, this seems so trivial, but over the course of a full day, it can add up to a substantial number of calories. So move more in your seat while you're sitting. Bounce your leg a little bit, find ways to fidget and move even when you're supposed to be stationary. Stand instead of sit. If you can do that at work, if you can take a call standing instead of sitting, find ways to work more activity into your day. It's the overarching theme here. As you do that, your lifestyle changes. Now, we're not doing this to say, I'm going to burn 100 calories a day. I'm going to repeat that again tomorrow. I'm going to repeat that for probably like 3 months, and then I'm going to quit being active. That's not the point here. The whole point is to move more. Find ways that you can embrace movement through your day. Find different forms of movement that you like. This doesn't have to be a structured thing, and it shouldn't be a structured thing. A lot of people will learn to enjoy walking. Just going for a walk. You don't need any other distractions. If you want to listen to a podcast or something like that, more power to you. But if you just walk around and appreciate the sights around you, wherever you are, that's going to contribute to your wellness and your health in many ways instead of just calorie burn. It's a healthy lifestyle. So thinking of it in that context is important. We're trying to build something healthy that will keep you healthy forever, rather than just saying, I burned 5 calories here and 50 here and so on. It's not exercise. We don't want to treat it like that. So finding movement that you like to do and that you can repeat over time, and that doesn't crush you like a hard workout in the gym, it's all very important. If you typically like watching TV at night or reading at night, instead of just sitting there while you're doing it, find ways to change position and fidget, and maybe clear out some space on the floor so that you have enough room to foam roll or do some core work or put some light dumbbells in the room so you can do some curls or something like that instead of just sitting still. We just want you to move more. And this ends up being very important in a number of ways, but probably the biggest one is embracing the idea of living a healthy lifestyle. I can't emphasize enough that you don't want to look for hacks. You do not want to try to hack this. I don't want you to sit still, perfectly still on the couch and burn more calories. I don't want that because that's not good for you. Maybe you find a trick that helps with that. Maybe you just shovel caffeine down your gullet until you're burning more calories. Fantastic, but you're not learning anything. You're not becoming better because of it. So find different modes of activity that you enjoy. Find ways to work them into your day. Definitely find different things that you enjoy so that you can spice it up and keep that variety in there. But yeah, embrace moving. Find ways to move more. End of story. This can absolutely add up to hundreds of calories a day. So from that standpoint, it can be a real game changer. And if it gets you up and moving more and thinking about being healthy more, which will absolutely happen, then it's a win-win. So don't forget to check out those other 2 videos, Essentials of Weight Loss, Fat Loss, and leave me some comments, questions below if you have them. I'll talk to you guys again soon.